Hello, this is Dr. Singh over here. My name is here as well as on the right hand side. Always follow the mouse and the shaded area. First of all, let's look over here. It says, and I'm going to read note each stock symbol is unique. Why it should be unique? Because the PSX, which is on the left side that I didn't mention yet, they need, and this is how it works. Uniqueness is required. Otherwise, the PSX will not even entertain. The second rule, and of course, there are a lot of rules. The other important rule is each stock symbol must be in uppercase or capital letters. Look on the left side, right over here. So if you see every symbol over here, any symbol over here, they are all in capital letters or uppercase. That's a requirement. If you don't follow the rules, system, which means the PSX will not recognize it. I'm here now. PSX refers to Pakistan Stock Exchange. It's a company. PSX is a company. It's not the government. It's a company. Okay, remember that. No, 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 no. You know what? Maybe I'll put over here. I think it's 419, company number 419 that appears on the right hand side. On the right hand side. Let me show it to you quickly. 419. Where is the 419? Somewhere over here. See this line over here? This is PSX. Okay. So it's a company itself. So don't be confused. Confuse it with the government. Well, government is a separate issue. Okay. So this is the company number 419. Don't worry, you don't have to remember this name. Incidentally, I remembered it, so I said it. So I put it over here so that, all right, you get the point. Back here. PSX, I'm on the second one here, right over here. PSX is the grandfather of all companies, meaning it monitors all the company. It does not get into everyday work on daily matters. The PSX has rules. If any company does not follow any one of the rule, then PSX says, aha, got to do something. Got to manage you. Now I have to monitor you. I have to work as a policeman. Okay? That's what that is all about. Let's come over here now. PSX is a company. And now I'm reading the other part. Companies, there are total of 544 companies in Pakistan. And they are sorted by groups. They are split, divided into groups. Those groups are called as sectors. So group and sector is the same thing, and there are a total of 36 sectors. Each company will belong to one sector. It cannot belong to two different sectors. Okay, that's how it is. And the companies in the same sector are related. They may not be connected, but they are related in the sense that they do similar things. Okay, so remember they do the similar thing. So if one person is a shopkeeper, the other is also a shopkeeper. They both are selling their products, but one may be selling the vegetable, the other may be selling something else. That's what we mean. Okay, related companies. Okay. So I believe we have covered this part, PSX over here, and mentioned that the table that is over here and the table on the right hand side have the same information, and it is sorted over here by the left table is sorted by the sector number, and the second one is sorted on the symbol. Other than that, they have everything same. Okay, I've colored in a taken the colored each sector with different colors. I'm sure we are clear. And over here, if you read the sector number 1, which is sector number 1 over here, says the name of the sector is automobile assembler, and there are 11 companies. These are the 11 companies and these are their symbols. Having said that, I'm not in rush. Let's try to look at the Word document over here. So today we are going to, before I do that, here is my name. We are going to discuss in this video sector number 22, and the name of the sector is pharmaceutical, and there are 12 companies. So in the sector number 22, there are 12 companies. They are in the field of pharmaceuticals, medicine, and things like that. Okay, let's come to this part over here. Read and relax. You have to be relaxed to understand certain things. Okay, and do not panic. There's no need to panic. It's not the end of the world. Sometimes it takes longer time to understand what's going on. It happens with everybody, right? So you have to go over the same material number of times. So supposing if you made a new friend and he lives 1 mile away and then you have to walk or drive, whatever the case may be, you drive for the first time or walk the first time and then the second time and then the third time. Sometime if you walk first time, you can forget the second time, things like that. So if you walk to his place or her place 5, 10 times, then you try to, you understand what's going on, how to, so that's the same way it goes over here also. So you understand better how to reach to your friend's house if you have practice going to that place more than 5, 6 times and things like that. That's the same thing applies over here also. Let's come back to this part over here. Now I'm going to read this highlighted part. Sector 22 is pharmaceutical, and what it deals with is collectively all those 12 companies that are mentioned at the top deal with one or the other, and that is import. I'm reading import, marketing, export, dealership, distribution, wholesale, and manufacturing of all kinds of pharmaceutical products, branded, generic pharmaceutical, nutritional, diagnostic, diabetes care, molecular devices, hospital and consumer products, botanical products, medical devices, consumer health care, and over-the-counter health products, intravenous infusion, and nutritional foods. Whoa, too many words, right? Do you have to know the meaning of all of them thoroughly? The answer is no. You don't have to. But at least you have to know go through the words that you see over here. Sometimes you overlap the words. That's okay. So you go through this reading few times, make a friend, watch with a friend, and do it, and you will be fine. Trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me. I must mention over here, a lot of people are afraid of stock market. And you talk to them, they'll tell you, oh, that is a bad place to go. You lose money. Come on, man, give me a break. Time out. Stop mentioning that. People talk about something that they have never dealt with. They listen from one person and pass on to the second person, to the third person, to the fourth person. And before you know it, they come to you. Right? That's useless. That's garbage. They're gossiping the things without knowing what they're talking about. Unless somebody buys a stock and then talk about it, that is a different thing. People don't get into it, but they want to talk about it. They feel very proud to talk about something that they do not know anything. Did I say anything? Meaning the stock market. They do not know anything about the stock market, but they want to talk about it because they want to show off. Now, let me mention here your money, your cash money. If you put in the bank, they say, oh, the money in the bank is very safe. The answer is no. Did I say no? I'm going to say 5 times. One, no, 1, 2, no, 3, no, 4, no, 5, no. I said no 5 times. Why that is the case? Because let's assume that you have $1 million cash. Let's talk about the US, which I'm very much familiar with. Pakistan works the same way, other countries work the same way. If I put $1 million in the bank, supposing I have $2 million, or let's make it $3 million, I put 1 million in the bank and 2 million in the stock market as a cash without buying anything. If the bank, which is in your neighborhood, goes bankrupt, did I say bankrupt? The bank can also go bankrupt. Then your money is insured up to $250,000. The remaining $750,000 is gone. Did I say gone? Lost forever, all times to come. You will never get it. That's what it is. And even that $250,000 that the bank is insured, it will take 6 months, maybe longer to get it back. So you are guaranteed to get 250, but it can take 6 months. The 6 months is a lot of time. But if the same money that, that $2 million on the other side that you put in the stock market as a cash, over there, the money is insured up to 2.5 million dollar. So that means you will get your $2 million back, no question asked. Now, in the stock market, the cash, remember I'm saying the word cash, I didn't say stock. Stock market also has a bank. Think like that. So that money in that super bank, probably that is called as the Bank of Pakistan or something. Well, you get the point. Super bank over there. If a brokerage company who you use to buy the stocks, if the brokerage company, the branch, a company goes bankrupt, the PSX will let you know. PSX. In the case of US, the Security and Exchange Commission will let you know, and they will move your money somewhere else. So within a day or two, your money is ready to be picked up if you want, if you don't trust. It's that safe. Okay? It has happened in USA. The brokerage company goes bankrupt, but the cash is still there. And even the stocks that you had in that account with that brokerage firm are still active. They are there. That's the brokerage company is just a shopkeeper. Brokerage company is like a shopkeeper. So what all they do, Security and Exchange Commission, they will move your information to a second brokerage company, meaning the shop, separate shop, and they will let you know, and you deal with them and you're done. So where is the loss? Nowhere is the loss, right? But the bank on the other side is a different story. The bank goes bankrupt. You can knock at the door. Number one, they will not be there because it's already bankrupt. And the number two is if a person stands, you will beat him up, right? That's what the people do. They want their money. That guy over there, poor worker bank, even the bank manager is just a worker. He works there. Accidentally he was there. You started beating him up because you lost the money. So calm down. You have to know the rules and regulations. The bank is not a safe place to put the money in. That's what I said. That's my experience, and I'm not lying to you. I'm giving you with a lot of knowledge, okay? Your money in the stock market is much more safer cash. And you become rich by investing in the stock market. You can't become rich by putting the money in the bank. You know what the bank do? Did you ever ask them what the bank do? They take your money and pass on or buy or invest. And they don't want to keep the money in their bank. They want to invest somewhere else. They can make more money out of your money. Man, look at that. They take your money and give it to somebody else and charge them more money, more interest, whatever the case, whichever way they work. So bank is like middleman, takes your money and gives it to somebody else. Now that's how bank doesn't have the money, your money, because they gave it to somebody else. Well, it's a long story. The system, the way it works in each country is different, okay? So I don't wish to get it too much into it. The bottom line is bank does not keep your money all the money in the bank. And some bank have a restriction. Supposing you have $1 million in the bank, they will say, oh, you cannot withdraw in a single day. You cannot withdraw more than, let's say, 20,000 rupees or 30,000 rupees in a single day. Okay? Because the bank has a limited amount of money that they bring in, cash money they bring in. You may have seen those trucks with the money inside, right? They bring it from central place of the bank, and it's a long story. I'm not going to get into that part. Let's come back to pharmaceutical. So I've read all of this, and now I am going to move on to the 12 companies. Remember I mentioned over here? I don't wish to be carried away with a lot of discussion. We will discuss this topic on the this insurance and all that stuff, meaning the money that you put in the bank versus the money in the stock market. We'll discuss in a different video. Keep an eye on the videos that I'm producing and make friends, discuss together. You will be able to learn a lot. Do I have to know all these things? The answer is no. I don't have to. I don't have to, right? That all I'm concerned with, I should know these words. That's the end of it. And then I will look at the individual company, the 12 companies. Now I'm going to move it over here and have you read these 8 companies that you see on this page. Pause the video, read. Of course, I'm not going to explain in this video, but maybe in the other videos, I'll go over each company, AGP, ABOT, and things like that. I know Abbott Lab is an American company. They have a branch in Pakistan. Okay. Okay, so you read them all. This is what you're supposed to read. You don't have to memorize everything. You don't have to know everything, but at least you got the words, right? Let's look at now company 9 onward. These are the remaining companies. Read this. I don't have to read it. You get the idea what it is. Especially, well, generally it is true, generally, that if it is coming from a different company, country, different country, like Japan or USA or other countries, that means they have already established the companies over there and they are opening branches, kind of. It's called as a subsidiary in different countries and things like that because they want to sell their products. Every country does that. The big one, they always do that. Okay. So don't be afraid. Oh, while you have to go to Japan, if you go to Japan, they will not listen to you. So they forget it. Just pay attention. That's a company, OTSU. When I will be discussing at some point down the road or make a video on this particular company. With this, go over this few times and remember, no need to panic. Discuss with your friends. With this, I'm going to stop recording this video. Here we go. Spend your time. You can make more money in stock market than in the bank. Did I say that? Yes. You can make more money in the stock market. You will become richer if you invest in the stock market. Bank doesn't give you anything. They are stealing your money. They do what I'm telling you to do. So basically, I'm telling you to do what they are doing. There we go. We stop the recording. Good luck.